A female employee takes care of a sick child. I delayed handing in the proposal. The team leader was furious with him in public. For this matter, G-Source and Hai Luo have a disagreement. G-Source let female colleagues do not care and willing to share his work to take care of the children who are still in the hospital. And Hai Luo advised G-Source don't head because there are women at work, all in the group desperately. Working mothers are affected. Years later, Ji-Yuan in turn let Conch guide the current company to details. Female colleagues on maternity and childcare leave quit. In fact, the Conch is struggling. I have a 7-year work vacuum. Now start over as an intern. When can we catch up with Ji-Yuan step by step? He secretly decided that he had only to do it. Maybe it'll be straight up in a second. Sit back in your previous position. They secretly began to observe short hair nails and long hair ants and constantly self-hypnotize. They're all going on vacation anyway. I must take their vacancy. Then group leader Kui threw a document for the Conch to copy. However, he immediately regretted it, afraid he'd get angry. Group leader Choi saw this, immediately sent the Conch to buy coffee for everyone. Pregnant hair clips are a bit of a bitch. Suggest that you go, citing the need for exercise, but was stopped by group leader Kui. The Conch didn't want to put him on the spot. Turn around and swear and go by. Female colleagues began to complain. Age and experience can't be ignored in any way, right? Proper manners must be maintained. That's when something happened to Choi. Turns out he worked for him years ago. It was the Conch from home the other day. The child is in the emergency hospital with burns. But the Conch doesn't care. Didn't even bat an eye. This left a psychological shadow on Choi. When the Conch came back from buying coffee, why can't I reach the fingerprint lock? Just happened to get caught by a volunteer. They walked back and forth into the office. One was an intern with a coffee. Another department manager walks into the department meeting room. You'd be lying if you said you didn't. Conch dreamed of becoming a manager one day. Sitting in there with the rest of the team. More firmly in the heart of the idea. By observation, he discovers that long hair be colleague fluent in English, French and German 3 languages. But then it was exposed. It's early in the morning in France. Long hair, I can't believe I'm talking to a client over there. The Conch then secretly followed up. Turns out he was talking to clients as a cover. It's actually comforting kids coming home from school. Conch writes down long hair work hours with colleagues. For private calls. The new product just came to the warehouse this afternoon. Because of the physical work. Choi only sent Conches and short-haired fake colleagues. It's not just about understanding the business. You can dig into your colleagues. The Conch readily agreed. Who knows, short hairer suddenly asked. Later, do not regret the original, quit the career. The Conch sensed an opportunity. Be generous and express regret for not giving up sooner. Because the baby is a baby. Be as companionable as possible. But he didn't do it. Now every time I see my rebellious daughter, I feel guilty. You can take a break from your job until later, but the period when children are 1 to 3 years old is gone forever. The implication is to make colleagues feel guilty about their children, thus resign. Short hair nail colleague thinks Conch is right. I can't bear to leaving your 3-month-old baby at home or someone else, so he decided instead to take a 3-month maternity leave. In addition to a year of parental leave, this wave of Conch operation is to lose saliva and break the holiday. In fact, every family has a difficult experience. Long hair is a single mother. My son had to stay home alone after school. After his shift, it's not just about picking up your child's messy toys and wash the kitchen dishes, and pregnant short hair clips for safety and convenience. Rent a single room near the company, separated from her husband. You always have to do the labor exam alone. Not to mention a nutritious meal. Almost went home and lay there tired and didn't want to move. At the same time, when the staff is interviewed, he asked about W Corporation, forcing female employees to sign pregnancy guarantees. His domineering response: as long as there is himself in H company. A similar situation would not have arisen.